Earlier. Now, heavy rain has swept across parts of the UK, bringing a further risk of flooding to some areas left struggling after recent storms. 11 flood warnings and more than 100 alerts still remain in place across the southwest and southeast of England. The Environment Agency says the threat of new flooding in Somerset has reduced slightly after less rain than forecast fell over the Levels. Well, let's go live there now because our correspondent Andrew Plant is in the Somerset Levels and a lot of water where you are.
Yeah, Sophie, this is the largest pumping operation the Somerset Levels has ever seen, I'm told, and you can believe it when you look at the volume of water that's spraying out of these pumps here. There are 8 huge pumps. These are temporary, by the way. They're not normally here. They've been put in over the last couple of days, pumping hundreds of litres of water every single second out into the River Parrett, which is itself, as you can see, pretty swollen. All this water is coming from the Somerset Levels, coming from what is essentially a ditch about 100 metres over my shoulder here, where the water has just been standing acre after acre of water for kilometres on end, just standing water there. Normally that would empty. It would flood to some extent every year, but normally it will empty after a couple of days. This year, there's just been so much rain, it has nowhere to go. Now, up here in this direction, you can see the Environment Agency are laying another pipe across the road there. They're hoping to increase these 8 huge pipes to 10. They say they're going to turn those 2 on in a couple of hours. They've had to just dump a load of hardcore over the top of the pipe so that people can continue using this road. And you can see there's a big queue of traffic there waiting to come across. But obviously they need to get that water out as much as possible. You can see what a priority that is. Now, the Environment Agency, as you were saying, have said that it hasn't been quite as bad here over the past 24 hours as they were perhaps expecting. They've only had 8 millimetres or so of rain, although that was this morning. There has been intermittent rain here throughout the day ever since. On Friday, this whole area was declared a major incident. That happens when there's a situation that the local council, the local authority can't necessarily deal with particularly easily, especially when there's a danger to life or property. What it means is that the county council, Somerset County Council, can start having conversations, put people on alert. Sorry, it's very windy here. Put people on alert, so the government on alert, the Environment Agency on alert, local residents on alert, just to be on the lookout for further flooding here. Somerset County Council, so they have been talking to the military about possibly helping out here, making it a bit easier to get to some of the cut-off communities that are still here on the Somerset Levels. And every direction you go in down these tiny country lanes, you will come across 1 or 2 houses here, a small village there that is still having a lot of problems. Where the rest of the UK has moved on after all the rain over Christmas and New Year, there are places here still in limbo. And what they need here, besides this massive pumping operation, is just a couple of dry weeks, a couple of weeks where it just doesn't rain. But with winter weather forecasts, that's just not happening, Sophie.
OK, Andrew, for the moment, thanks very much indeed. Andrew Plant there with the picture in Somerset. Let's find out what is ahead for them and everyone else now.